What's up, everybody, and welcome to SNL Movie Chats. And we are your hosts, Joshua Lewis
and John Henry Singleton.
And today, I'm very excited to let y'all know we'll be talking about My Hero Academia Season 5, Episode 1. Now remember, this is a spoiler chat, so if you haven't seen it, go watch it, check it out, and then come back. So, let's start chatting. John?
Such a good... My Hero does it every season. It's so... They do this thing where they just kind of get you prepared and put you back in the world, give you a little recap of what happened, where we left off of, and then they just put you in a fun little scenario, nothing crazy, kind of catching up with the class. It's always almost catching up with Class 1A, which is honestly what I've been so excited to do since Season 4 ended last year.
Yeah, definitely. I was so giddy when I was watching the episode. I was just kind of like, it just felt good to be back in this world. They go over everything that happened last season with the Endeavor's fight with the Nomu, including Hawks. So that was crazy again, just to get the feel of that, because that fight was so jam-packed with emotion.
It really was. That fight made me, once again, they showed that little last bit, and it just makes me realize why I love the Plus Ultra moniker, the mantra,
Plus
so
Ultra.
much. It feels it. I feel it. My hand stares when it's amazing.
Definitely. But just bringing that back up and then just going over the rundown of the class. First episode, they just want to bring us back into the world. Remind us of, there's 20 people in the class. So
some sexy animations for their powers this episode. That was nice.
Animation is crisp as always. So yeah, it was just nice to see the class again. Good to see them. Deku, Kacchan, Bakugo. We got Kacchan.
Kacchan and Bakugo. With a new suit.
Oh yeah. Oof. So clean, guys.
And we had the big three playing our pseudo bad guys. Mirio, Furio, and Noise.
Yeah, definitely a really funny episode too. And it was cool to see Sun Eater, Hado, and like you said, Mirio. It was cool to see them. Funny as always, still kicking it, even quirkless. Love you a million.
You really though. He's just got that energy. He's meant to be a hero. Mm-hmm. I just think, I guess we'll see what happens with them this season.
Yeah, and it was cool that they just, start you off regular day in class and just no context. Boom, this is your, test, for lack of a better term.
It's almost like like this could happen at any moment. Your hero's down. You could just be
and it's kind of already happened already. So it's just like just be more prepared. So that was just kind of cool. Brought us into a little training drill. Went through all the characters. Nothing too crazy.
Yeah, it was a nice welcome back, if you will, to the world. And they do that thing where they just they let you remind you, hey, Quirk World, this and that, and it was nice.
Yeah.
But then we get to that moment where you switch from being reintroduced into the world and having a good time to where the writers go, all right, now we were telling you a story, let's get back to that.
Why did you do it, guys?
But I did not think that that's what was going to happen at the end of the episode. We are not manga readers, so we are totally going into this blind.
Straight animator.
And man, when they showed Dabi at the end, and he said, man, you're late, or you took so long. Well, what did you say to me earlier? You thought it was going to be someone else?
I'm thinking, they're going to introduce a new villain, someone that Dabi's been working with. But I did not think the person he was going to be working with was Hawks. Like, that's crazy. I was just so blown. Literally the jaw-dropping moment of the whole episode. And they do such a good, like you said, a good job of just bringing us back in the world, having fun, seeing everybody again, the whole gang. But then it just also drops that bit of information that's like, yeah, but this is the other side of this world. And it just got super real, super fast.
Yeah, I agree. I think it was one of those like, oh shit moments. And like you and I were talking earlier about how it also makes you like recount all the other stuff we know and
everything we've seen with it.
How does that play into what we know? It's a lot. And also we got the trailer for the next episode, which looks pretty info dump heavy, so it looks like we're gonna get a lot, maybe some Hawks backstory.
Yeah, I'm so curious to see the other half of what they already shown us with like him really being behind Endeavor even as a kid to him working with Dobby and essentially being a acquaintance or asset of the League of Villains.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like, what is his relationship with? Is it with just Dobby? Is it with the League? Like, cause I feel the impression I got from the end of season 4 was that Dobby was maybe doing a little side business.
Yeah, maybe like a little experimentation, and kind of just like testing the waters, maybe just kind of getting the smoke in the air, if you will, of just that lingering of, All Might being retired and, there being a new number 1.
Yeah, catch like a vibe of how the heroes are doing, kind of thing. That's kind of how I felt.
Yeah, but it was crazy. Yeah, Hawks. Who would have thought? It just hits so close to home too, because he was such a cool
He's
character.
so cool when he comes in.
I loved him so much when I first saw him. His design is sick. He just has a cool personality. Like, you can't help but like him. He's kind of one of those characters. So it's interesting how they kind of spin that. And I mean, that definitely wasn't obvious to me. I don't know.
Yeah,
Caught me off guard.
I guess we'll see how that kind of plays out, and of course how we end them all. I gotta ask you, season 5, episode 1. Are you taking it or are you leaving it?
Definitely taking it. Just a good, introduction back into the world. Again, nothing crazy happened, but just for what happens at the end of the episode is really, the second episode is really the first episode of the season. So
pretty much, that sounds right.
That'll definitely get us into some crazy things, and I can't wait for it. Season 5, my hero, guys.
I gotta agree. I'm taking it. This is just I'm happy to be back. That's what this episode was. It just felt like, man, I'm glad I get to see my friends. It feels like, just back on the scene, and I'm taking it. You're gonna see, I'm here to watch this every time it drops. I'm here to watch it. I'm ready.
All the way. Can't wait for the rest of the season. Well, and we're in the chat there. Thank you for watching another episode of SNL Movie Chats.
English run back.
And we'll end the chat there. Thanks to everyone watching, and if you like being part of the chat, hit that like button, smash that subscribe button, and make sure you have the notification bell ringing for next week's SNL Movie Chats. You can find me at Joshy5K on Twitter and Instagram.
You can follow me at JohnEmery97 on Twitter and Instagram.
Make sure you support your local movie theaters or streaming service of choice, and until next time, thanks for chatting.